part. This is the second part, right? Because already we have discussed the operation management. طيب. In this case, let's first actually define the operation strategy that we are going to talk today about. It's a pattern of strategic decision and actions that set what? Set the role first, objectives second, and activities of the operation. I think it's something easy and logic to understand, but I need you now to remember, okay, before we actually go further. Can you tell me the definition of operation? Who can actually, or who still remember what we have actually learned last week? So what is the definition? Now we are talking in this chapter about operation strategy, okay? Strategy means plan, right? The plan you are going to use in order to achieve your goals of operation. But just to make sure you understand and still you remember the actual definition, who can actually define the definition of operation? Ibrahim said running the business. For sure, it includes, yeah, that task, but can you give me some more specific definition? طيب, no problem. I can give you the definition actually, if or let's wait a little bit to see if anybody wants to add something. Okay, nothing else. Okay, so thank you, Mohsen. Thank you, Ibrahim Mohsen, for your actually contribution. It is really appreciated. Well, guys, operation, as we have explained before, it's what? The operation actually, it is a process, you know, to deliver the goods and services or the products, okay, to customers through what? Through an effective management of the resources. That's it. You know, that's the operation. That's the operation function, okay? Do you remember the business function, guys? Who can actually tell me the business function? Yalla, let's see the answers. Who can actually help us to remember the business function that we have learned before, maybe in chapter 1 or 2? Who can? If you remember, guys, we have said that we have 4, right, business functions. It's about marketing, right? No, Basma, not for bees. For bees, it's in marketing, you know? Okay, I will tell you now. The 4 actually business function, if you remember, it is marketing, under marketing for bees, okay. But it is marketing, second, it is operation that we are discussing today, and 3, it is finance and accounting, right? And 4th is what? Human resource management. Yes, that's actually the 4 business functions. You need to remember them all the time. Guys, this is one of the important questions. Sometimes somebody may ask you in the interview or in the exam, what are the business functions? Remember them, very easy. Yalla, together. It is marketing for sure, right? Marketing, remember that. Then what? Operation, okay? Operation. Why, Dr. Ahmed? Remember the definition of operation, to deliver the goods and services to customers, right? It is related to marketing. You feel like there is a relationship, right? Yeah, for sure. There must be a relationship between marketing and operation, and also other departments. What else? Accounting and finance. Accounting and finance. What else? Human resource management. That's the business functions, right? Marketing, accounting, the human resource management, and finally the operation. All the time remember this information, okay? This piece of information, these actually type. We have discussed actually in earlier chapters the marketing, right, in details, and we have explained the marketing process and the 4 B's and 5 B's, right, and 7 B's and such information about important even marketing concepts. Today and last week, we actually discussed the operation. And as I told you, once you hear the word operation or operation strategy, you need to remember, okay, that the operation is a process, okay, it's a process company needs to conduct in order to deliver the goods and services to customers, okay. How? By using or managing the company's resources effectively and efficiently. That's the operation, okay. Now, they said in the operation, in this to customer and match their needs and wants, there are four important areas. There are what? Four important areas. Actually, there is what? Capacity and facilities. Guys, I need you to remember. Last week, by the way, today lecture actually is part of last week lecture, okay? Because we have explained the operation. So the first one, capacity and facilities. Guys, can you remember last week once we discussed together? Who's talking? Guys, close your mic if you don't need. Ya Shayma, close your mic unless you have a question or a contribution for sure. In this case, you are welcome. Right, back. Four important areas, okay, under the operation strategy. First, the capacity and the facilities. And I need you to remember something we have actually learned, right, last time, which is about the diagram I show you about inputs, process, outputs, right? Remember? Inputs, right? What about the inputs? It's about the facilities, right? The capacity, the people, the customers, the workers, the ingredients, the materials, right? The information, the ingredients. This is actually under what? The inputs. So capacity and facilities, it's actually one part of the inputs, right? You need to use in order to produce a product or manufacture some other goods, right? That's the meaning. Is it hard? No, it's not hard, Dr. Ahmed. What about supply chain? You know, remember, from the definition of operation, it's the process to deliver the products and services to customers, right? So supply chain, it's about that chain the company use, okay, from actually having the ingredients from the suppliers, then the processing, the production, then packaging, right? Then actually sending the products to customers. So this is all about process, right? That's why supply chain management. Once we talk about supply chain development or supply chain management, we talk about actually how to choose your suppliers. Actually, who's gonna give you or supply the good product with a good quality, with a good price, with a good condition, right? Then how can you actually manufacture the products in efficient way? Then how to deliver it into the customers actually also all the time effectively and efficiently we use it, okay? In order to actually match the customers' wants and needs. You see, it's very easy, right? Okay, what about technology? Guys, companies and technology. Can we separate them? No, we need to use technology all the time in order to be what? Innovative, right? In order to match or actually satisfy customer needs and wants, right? Effectively and efficiently again. Okay? Effectively and efficiently. We repeat it again and again. So technology, how much technology the company is using, okay? The more technology you are using, okay, the better quality or the more control, right? So yeah, technology is important. Depends now how much technology to have. Depends on the business. Depends on your actually environment. It depends on the infrastructure that you have in the country. It depends on many factors, but it is considered important. Remember that. What about the workforce? The people, the employees. Can you have the right candidate? Can you have the right employees? Do we need them? Yes, we need the right employees because those people actually are the managers, are the employees who are going to manage, right? And do the functions in order to make customers satisfied, hopefully. and eventually loyal to the company or to the organization. Ah, now we understand. So as you can see, guys, okay, but even if you have actually a workforce, how can you train them? Can you give them the chance to get new skills, new knowledge, new information? Mm-hmm. New to have new experiences in order to be more professional? A question. Training workshops, for example. So yes, these actually the four important areas under the operation strategy. What? Again, capacity and facilities, supply chain, technology, and workforce. And remember, okay, and you need to remember the diagram, okay, that actually explain, as you said, remember, hopefully, the input, right? Then the process, then what? The output, right? So that's actually what we mean about that. So here actually they took in details about each area and how to define this area. So they said if you ask those questions, and you can add many other questions for sure, depending on your company and your business nature. So these kind of questions can help you to define your capacity and facilities. What kind of capacity and what kind of facilities that you need to have, ingredients, equipment, materials, information, these things. So this question will help you to know how much you need, okay, and what kind. What about supply chain management or development, okay? How do you need it? How to manage it, okay? Also, it depends on this question can help you to define it. Technology and workforce. Already we have actually explained that in this slide. Okay. Now, we will actually consider a new concept called market reconciliation. So actually, what's the meaning of this definition? Who can tell me the definition? Meaning, if you want. Anybody? Any clues? Any efforts to try to answer, even to make some mistakes? No problem. It is okay. Totally okay to make mistakes. We learn from our mistakes, right? Okay, as you want. So actually the operation strategy is the process of operation strategy development in practice they say now, just they say not defined. The process of operation strategy development is often seen as what? Seen as actually one of the market reconciliation. So why we use this term? That's the question now. Why we say there is market or strategic reconciliation? This means actually the operation strategy help the managers actually to make some reconciliation between what? Between actually the market requirements and the operation resources or the company resources. Why? I will tell you a story, okay, about yourself. Now, all of you guys, right? All of you have the abilities to read, right? And to understand, right? And to memorize. All of you. Now, if I told you guys, there is, for example, exam tomorrow, okay, and you need to study 3 chapters. Just example, okay. Now, do you have the resources to read? Yes. Do you have the resources to understand? Yes. Do you have the resources actually to memorize? Yes. What actually the requirement? There is exam. So you need to study, right? And to understand and to memorize some points in order to be able to answer what? The exam, in order to have what? Good mark. This is the reconciliation, right? How to use your resources, okay? Your skills, your abilities to pass the exam. Aha. But what about manufacturing? Now, all companies have what? Some resources, okay? Right? Each company has resources. We talk about information, we talk about the people, we talk about the money, we talk about the skills, whatever, right? So can the company use the resources in order to make customers happy and loyal? Because there is now some market, right, requirements to enter a Saudi market, for example. Now we are talking about the legal requirement, maybe economic requirement, right? Quality requirement, whatever. different requirements. But what I needed to understand that we do what? Strategic reconciliation. This means the operation strategy will help the company in a way to use the company's resources effectively and efficiently in a way to reach the market and satisfy the customer needs and wants. That's it. Is it hard? Any question? Hello, guys. Hello. Guys, hello. Nobody wants to say anything. Oh my God. We have 29.
Yeah.
Everything is clear. Yeah. What's your name?
Muhammad, it's
Yeah,
good.
Muhammad. Everything is fine with you?
Yes.
Alhamdulillah. Thank you, Muhammad. Thank you, Rashid. Thank you, Rayouf. Thank you, Hissa. I appreciate your actually participation. Thank you, Haya. Thank you, Faisal. I like to read the names because I know you are important. So I like to read your names to know that I am actually aware of you. Thank you, Sada, also. Munira. Okay, thank you guys for your participation. Now, actually, I need you. It's somebody asked a question, right? Take it as the same, yeah, Shayma. No big deal difference. Actually, we are talking about the market reconciliation, which means actually it is a strategic management, a strategic decision. Okay, so you can call it strategic now, strategic reconciliation, no problem. You don't need now to have more information. Okay. Where is the PowerPoint? Oh my God, PowerPoint. Yes, here. Okay. Operation strategy. And remember, okay, once I used all the time strategy means what? To make it easier, we talk about plans, right? Especially we are talking about long-term plans, right? Okay, no problem. I think you understand these definitions. Right. They said here, okay, there are actually three important themes, okay, about how the operation strategy can be defined and reconciled. Okay. Three. First, the predominant theme is one of the market influence. Okay. Now they say once you want to define the company strategy of operation, okay, or the operation strategy of the company as you want, okay. If you want to define the operational strategy of the company, you need to consider three factors. First one, the market influence, okay? The market influence. Is it important? Yes, for sure. If you suppose you are an American company, okay, and you need to serve markets, do you think you will have the same operation strategy for Saudi market, okay, and also to Jordanian markets? No, maybe you have some differences, right, between the Jordan and Saudi Arabia. So maybe the company might use different operation strategies, okay, to different markets, okay, different segments, according to what? According that different markets have different legal systems, have different requirements, have different customer needs or wants, right, or the preferences. So they are different. So you may need actually also to use different strategy, okay, different plan in order to achieve the, let's say, customer satisfaction, right? Okay. What else? Some authors or researchers actually connect the operation strategy to the ideas used in the strategic management literature of competencies. Yeah, for sure, there is a link. Once we talk about operation strategy, we are actually talking about, remember the four important things, right? Or areas we talk about, remember them or you forgot them? Capacity and facilities, supply chain development, technology and workforce, and how can use them effectively and efficiently in order to make customer happy, right? So can you consider there is a link between actually the operation and the competencies or capabilities? Yes, it's the first one, as you can see, capacity and facilities. Yeah, okay. Type. Some operation strategies can also be driven by corporate or entrepreneurial vision. let's complete. Many entrepreneurs, okay, or let's say startups, you know, take a very personal view. Oh my God, why? Very personal view of how to configure their operation. No, considering your personal view, no. Okay, you can take it into account, okay, but you need for sure to not ignore. They say here they ignore, okay, what the theory of how operation should be designed. Why we need to use this theory of operation? Because we need to use and manage the resources of the companies effectively, right, and efficiently, right, to achieve our goals. So if you don't use this important practice, okay, this means you might do things what in a wrong way. This is what we don't need, okay, because remember, effectively and efficiently, it's about achieving the goal, right, your goal, okay, at or using the lowest cost, right? So this is not right, okay, this is generally not right, okay. طيب, what else? 7. Aha. Now they say actually operation requirements, okay, are classified by 6 generic types of what? Performance objectives. So we have 6 types of performance objectives, okay, under actually the operation strategy. Okay, so what we call it? Performance objectives. How many? 6. What are they? Quality, speed, flexibility, sustainability, dependability, and cost. One by one. Let's do it one by one. Okay. Slide what? 7, 8. Before I explain the quality goal, do you have any question, guys? I believe you don't
No,
have.
thank you.
Thank you, Yasaba. Appreciate your answer. So no question. Okay. So the first goal that we need to consider under the operation strategy, quality. Okay. Let me move this just a minute. Yeah, here. Quality again, speed, flexibility, sustainability, dependability, cost. It's about what we call it again. Remember, performance objectives may come in the exam. I don't know. Okay. Quality first one. What do you mean by saying quality? Who wants to answer? What do you mean, okay, by saying quality? Quality. We hear this word many times, right?
It means the specification of the product.
Okay. Thank you. What's your name? All the time say your name.
Muhammad Moyed.
I need you guys, once you want to answer, just to inform the doctor about your identity. You can say, for example, this is Ahmed, the answer is blah, blah, blah. Or this is Muhammad, then you can answer immediately, no problem. Okay, thank you, Muhammad. Who else want to define? Thank you. It is actually specification of the products. Yes, you're right. It's part of that. Yes. Who else wants to add?
This is Saba. It's
Yes.
like the functioning of the product, if it functions right or not.
Mm-hmm.
Does
It
its
is.
job in a good way.
Yes. Yes, yeah, Sabah, you're right. It's important. The function, yeah, function. Okay. So as you can see, thank you, Sabah. Thank you, Muhammad, for your contribution. It is, we call it conformance quality. Now we have different kind of quality, so they actually emphasize here the conformance, so keep it. Conformance quality means what? High performance products often need to have their quality defined by clear specification. What the product, okay, has as a specification, okay, complete, either in the term of what they can do. Remember, Yasaba, function, right? In terms of what they can do, okay, or in terms of the product characteristics. So actually the quality, it's about what? Doing, okay, what's supposed to do, right? Simply, you know. So if you buy a vacuum cleaner, you know, vacuum cleaner, so it's supposed to work, right? Without errors in cleaning the grounds, right? That's the quality, that's the conformance quality. To do the job, right? To do the job, which is cleaning. Right. This is nice information to have. Okay, they say actually you need to understand something importantly, that customers actually judge the quality. Judge the quality how? Through their perception. So do we have, as a people, okay, as a people, do we have the same perception? No, we have different perception. We perceive the same thing differently. Why? Because we are using different glasses, you know. We have actually different expectation. We have actually different belief systems. We have different experiences. We have different skills. We have different abilities. We have different what to add, attitudes, opinions. So this means, as a company, you need, okay, to try, I'm saying, to try to control a little bit, okay, as much as you can, the perception of people by using clear messages, okay, to understand the quality of the product. Okay, fine. Speed. Oh my god, I like it. Remember, input, output. Guys, by the way, if you remember what I'm saying, everything is easy to you. Remember the model that we explained last time? What? Input, process, output. This is very important. You need to remember all the time. Input, process, output. Okay. Operation need to perform the task in the shortest possible time span. As a company, do you need to have a lot of time to produce one product? No. Actually, we evaluate the company processes and systems actually in terms of what? In terms of speed. We hope to have that speed actually in order to what? Remember now, again, I will repeat. I know I repeat, but it's important. In order to actually manage the company's resources, okay, effectively, again, and efficiently. It's one of things, speed, okay? So suppose you are or you have a restaurant, okay? And you are, let's say, falafel restaurant, okay? And you are prepare falafel sandwiches. So do you think it's right to spend 15 minutes to produce one sandwich? Do you think it's right? It's a lot of time, right? Is it? Yes, it is. Suppose you have 100 customers. How much time you need to prepare 100 sandwiches? Oh my God, it's a lot, right? So can you make this sandwich, okay, in 2 minutes? That's a question now, okay? That's why once you go and to visit any restaurant, you will find they actually have different bowls, right? Then actually they prepare your sandwich very fast, maybe in seconds, right? They take falafel from here, some salad from that, from there, some actually all whatever the ingredients actually of the sandwich. Then they prepare it maybe in seconds, maybe in 30 seconds, your sandwich is ready almost. It's here is good. Like, okay, you can read it, no problem. So they say no problem. This speed measure is referred to throughput time, production time, you know, to make sure you have done the product, you have the output. Remember, input, right? Process, output. You need Albake meal, for example, whatever the meal actually from Albake. So you need to have it as soon as possible, right? So how much time you need to wait until to have your product? 50 resources, right? So I need to use my resources wisely, effectively, and efficiently, right? To make customers happy and also to minimize my cost in order to have profits at the end or eventually. You understand the speed, right? Good for you guys. Any question? Any question? Thank you, Haya. Hello. Let me hear your voice, yeah, guys. Okay, thank you, Ahissa. No, Ibrahim said. Nada, no doctor. Everything is fine. Thank you. You are welcome, Rayuf. Okay, guys. Thank you for your participation. Now we have the third goal, which is flexibility. Flexibility is important, and we have actually discussed, I think, that before in last chapter about how it's important to be flexible. Okay, why we need to be flexible? Because flexible means what you are able to match what the dynamic, right, environment. The dynamic environment. Once I say dynamic environment means what there is or there are changes in the market, right? So can you accommodate these changes? Can you absorb these changes? Can you analyze these changes? Question, right? So how much flexibility you have? That is the question. The more flexibility, the better performance, by the way. Okay, they said flexibility is about the ability, the company's ability actually to change what you do, what actually now you are doing. Okay, why we need to change? Because there are reasons for sure, you know. Okay, so they say actually we have three kinds of flexibility. We have variety flexibility, we have mix flexibility, we have volume flexibility. One by one. Variety flexibility is about the company's ability to produce more than one type of product. Example, LG company. LG company produce only one type of TV? I'm asking, I need you to answer. How many types of TV they produce? A lot, right? How many types of fridge? A lot, yes. How many types of what? Microwave. I don't know if they produce it, but for sure, yeah, they produce it, right? Different kinds, okay? Different kinds. Why? There are reasons, okay? Because the customers, there are different customers with different needs, right? So you are trying to have different products for different customers, so you can have more sales and more profits eventually. Okay, two, mix flexibility. It's about the company's ability to cope with what now? With different types of customers. What I told you, why we have different products? Because we have different customers. So if you have that ability, okay, to satisfy different customers, okay, at the same time or in close sequence. Suppose you are in a restaurant, okay? All customers have the same need. I'm asking in this case now. Once you go to any restaurant, okay, and you need to have your meal, generally, all customers, okay, wants one product or wants specific or wants the same product that you want to have? No. If you go to, for example, what? You know, any traditional restaurant, somebody need madghout, right? Somebody need what? Mathlutha, somebody need mendi, somebody need I don't know what the types. I'm trying to figure out mfaltah, not mfaltah, mfattah, right? So different needs. So do you have the flexibility to match these needs? Okay, that's question. Big D question, right? The more flexibility, the more performance, the more sales, the more profit. Okay, volume flexibility it's about the company's ability to adjust how much you produce depending on the market demand. What do you mean, doctor? Who can give me an example about that? Yalla, let me see if somebody can answer us this question. What do we mean by saying volume flexibility? Who can answer it? Who wants to answer it? Who wants to make mistake? No problem. We can learn from our mistakes. Remember that rule, guys. It's a golden rule. Anybody? Guys, why, guys?
Doctor, like now the computers and the laptop, they provide a specific laptop for the people who want to study online.
Just a minute. What's your name?
Muhammad Moyed.
MashaAllah alayka, Muhammad. MashaAllah. This is the third time you are saying. So, okay, repeat now, Muhammad, to actually hear you.
It's like now that there are some companies, they provide laptop and computers for the people who want to study online a specific product. So depend on market demand. Like they want now to provide computers for the people who study online.
Okay, good for you, ya Muhammad. Thank you. Your example is right. Thank you. Who else want to add? Oh, khalas, I think it's the time to give you my opinion. Yes, Muhammad was right, actually. Can I, Muhammad, give you example about falafel? I'm asking you, ya Muhammad, now.
Yes, but you will make me hungry.
Yeah, I know. That's why. That's the goal, to make you hungry. Then you can leave the place and have that desire to have falafel. Maybe your wife will bring you or make you some mandi, but you may say, no, I need falafel. So you may take it maybe at the night, no problem. So suppose you have the restaurant, yeah, Muhammad, okay, and you are actually making falafel again, okay. Maybe I'm saying falafel because I like it, right? Okay. So suppose that. Now, how many? That's the question now. I need you to try to answer me, okay? How many, okay, falafel? How many pieces of falafel your restaurant need to produce? This is a question. Can you answer it? Muhammad, still hungry?
Yes.
How many pieces of falafel you need to produce every day?
More than
Try.
100.
Hmm?
More than 100.
Why you said that? Why 100? Why it's not 200?
I don't know. It's about my customers.
Aha, you can tell me what in this case, Dr. Ahmed, I cannot say specific number. It depends on the customers, right? So if you have, for example, demand for 100 pieces, you will what? Produce them, right? طيب, suppose you have suddenly, all of a sudden, okay, many customers came to your restaurant and there was actually a need for 1,000 pieces. Can you do it? That's the question. If you can do it, you have a good flexibility, right? Because you can what? Exploit the opportunities, right? But suppose you produce 150, okay? Then after that, somebody came and asked you about 200 pieces and you cannot. Why? You don't have the ingredients. Why? You are not ready. Why? You don't have flexibility, right? It's not good thing. So the good thing is to have what? More flexibility. That's why big corporations, big companies actually have what? More flexibility. Why? Because they have more resources, more money, more people, right? More skills, more plans, and specifically long-term plans, right? Okay, that's it actually, guys. You can actually, this is the three important types. This is very important, guys, okay? Yani, if you need to ask me, I prepare a question. So I make a question about this, question about that, question about this. Even I think about response. Very easy, but response flexibility. Change is needed very quickly, for example, to respond to sudden rush of customers into a shop. It's close actually to the volume, but now it's not about the quantity, it's about the response, okay? Are you fast in responding to customer needs, unexpected customer needs, okay? And such thing. Finally, range, flexibility, change of actually the big change that you need to have, okay? In planned way, in systematic way. Like, number 4, I think. So quality, speed, flexibility. Now sustainability. Sustainability. There are definitions for it, but I like definition number 2, by the way. So I will go immediately to the definition number 2. So it is actually relating to or being a method of harvesting or using a resource. Okay. Again. Okay. Maybe Muhammad now is hungry, so I will not give you example about falafel. What you need me? Okay, Saba. What food you want me to talk about? Pizza? No pizza?
Yeah, pizza.
Pizza? Yeah, okay. So Saba said, yeah. So pizza, let's talk about pizza in this case. Okay, let's now read the definition again. Relating to or being a method of harvesting or using a resource so that the resource is not depleted or permanently damaged. Type. If we need to produce a pizza, what we need mainly. Suppose I am considering the vegetables pizza. Okay, suppose that. Okay, but forget this, the vegetables. People don't like vegetables, like meat, right? Okay, consider we are talking about the chicken pizza. Okay, so Saba, what we need to prepare the chicken pizza? Try.
What?
What you need, what ingredients you need to prepare a chicken pizza.
Chicken.
Chicken
A
pizza.
sauce. A sauce.
Okay.
Cheese.
Dough.
Chicken and dough.
Okay.
Spices.
Okay. Very nice. Thank you. You know how to make pizza, right? Very good for you. So actually, it depends, okay? But suppose you are doing the pizza from zero, okay? So you need the flour, right? And you need some oil, right? Different kind of oils. And you need some, as Saba said, some cheese, maybe more than one, two or three kind of cheese, right? Some chicken parts, right? And as Sabah said, some spices in order to make it better. And the sauce, for example, it is important. So what they say here? They say, okay, you need to eat pizza, Sabah? No problem. Eat pizza. You need to prepare pizza? No problem. Prepare pizza. You need to make mandi? No problem. Make mandi. You need to have mansaf? Okay, no problem. But please, now that's the question. That's the point. Please, okay, prepare your dish that you want, the product that you want, okay? But please don't harm the environment, okay? So if you need to make, for example, mandi, and you need to have some meat, some lamb, okay, no problem. But don't try, okay, to produce that dish in a way that actually will deplete the resource, finish the resource. No, this is wrong. If you need to use the meat, no problem. But try to have the meat, okay, in order to have it all the time in your dishes by supporting the farmers, for example, by giving some actually protection to them, or encourages, okay, I don't know, encourage some kind of encouragement, So what we need you, another example, I like that example, now it came in my mind. If you need to produce furniture, right? Furniture, what you need mainly, what? If you need to produce furniture, what you need as an ingredient? The wood, right? The wood comes from where? From the forest, right? So can you produce furniture? Yes, you can, no problem. But how much resources you will use from the environment? That's the question. If every year you plant 100,000 trees, okay, and you are using, for example, I'm saying, for example, and you are using every year, for example, 10,000 or 20,000, maybe this is no problem, right? Or 30,000, because remember, trees needs many years, right? So that's the question. Can you use your resources, the country resources, okay, in a way doesn't hurt the environment? Because if you will not consider this kind of sustainability, or as we call it here, the environmental sustainability, at one point, okay, you may have what? No wood. At one point, maybe you may have what? Nothing, no resources, because I have finished the resources. This is good or bad? This is bad. So you need to use the resources of the country? No problem. Use it in a wise way, okay? Effectively again and efficiently, in order to protect that environment. in order to protect the resource, because you need to use it, right? For 1 year, or you need to use it forever? That's the question. If we can use the resource forever, that's the point, right? I don't need to damage the resource, right? I don't need actually to deplete the resource. Okay, so that's the point. So they talk actually also about sustainability actually includes different dimensions. Includes actually the environmental sustainability, economic sustainability, how to make it good, how to have a good economy. Why do we need the good economy? Because the good economy can make our actual society better. Why? Because the people can work all the time, can find a job and have a work, right? And have a salary. Once you have a money and a salary, this means you can satisfy your needs and your kids' needs, and you can help the others also. So economic sustainability, to help the economy, right? In order to help you as a person and as a company. So company needs profit and you need to satisfy your need, right? So it's actually a formula to consider. Social sustainability, how can you use the resources in a way do not hurt the community? You don't hurt the society, right? Because we are living in a society, right? And remember, we are talking about companies now. So we need companies actually to be a good citizen. The company needs some profit, no problem. But you need, as a company, also to help the people and the society and the community, right? By giving some actually training workshops, knowledge, giving good products, right? Safe products, quality products, and such and such. Okay. I think finally, or before finally, it is about dependability. Yeah, dependability. They say dependability is about keeping your promises. Keeping what? Your promises. And one of the important dimension of dependability, it's about time. Schedule adherence is a key issue with dependability. I cannot remember exactly, but you can correct me if I am actually wrong. There is a company here, I don't know, they say we can make your pizza in 30 minutes or something like that, or you can have it free, right? Is there something like that? I believe so. It's
Maestro, yes.
Thank you, ya Muhammad. It is, I think, Maestro, right? Still having the same promise? Still saying the same promise that if we can deliver your pizza within 30 minutes, or you can have it free or something like that. Anyway, so this is dependability. So it's about keeping your promise. That each company, okay, will make some promise. They say, I promise you, if you use my product, you will lose weight. Okay, if I used your product and I did not lose weight, it is good? No, it's not good, right? You are not dependable. You are not dependable. And if you actually, if suppose Maestro said 30 minutes and you actually wait at the restaurant for 40 minutes, can you trust the company again? Can you feel like they kept their promises? Nope. Okay. Okay, what is it? 14? No. Cost, yeah. The last actually important performance objective is the cost, which is very important. As they say here, it seems obvious, okay, that in the majority of markets, customers will consider price as one of the main buying criteria. Let's be honest. As a customers, we consider the price, right? All the time, because it's important, right? Yeah, it is actually important, so we consider it. Okay, let's complete. Although there is not always a link. Actually, sometimes there is a link between cost and the price, okay? Remember that. But sometimes there is no link between the cost and the price. Maybe the cost of of table is 100 riyal, but maybe the price 1,500. Is there a link? Doesn't mean there is a link all the time. No, sometimes there is a link, sometimes there is not. Okay, let's complete now. Producers in markets that are price sensitive, this is important. Producers in the markets that are price sensitive will have to adjust or modify or change their operation strategy, their activities, right? To take account of the cost impact of their decision. What they say here, they say what? As a companies, we may actually serve different markets. Maybe we as a company, we serve Saudi customers and Jordanian customers. Can we use the same price in Jordan and Saudi Arabia? This is a question, by the way. Can we use the same pricing strategy in two markets like Saudi Arabia and Jordan? Yes, we can, but do you think it's right? It is right. I feel it's not right. Why it's not right? Because different markets, different situations, different factors, right? Different economy levels, right? Different, actually, sorry, income levels of the people. Okay, so this means in order to attract customers to buy your product. Why? Because they are actually sensitive to price. You don't need to lose your customers. So you will give them some actually promotion or discount. Or initially you make your price actually lower than your competitors in order to actually sell more products to customers. You know, that's the point actually. Okay, so the cost is important. Okay, once we talk about cost, we talk about cost of the materials and labors and how it's important and how the company sometimes need to consider their operations. Okay, in a way can what? Minimize the cost. In a way can minimize the cost. Why? In order I'm saying now, in order to have what? Lower prices, in order to attract customers, in order to increase the market share, in order to make finally profit. Polar actually representation of the performance objective. They said in most remember the, you know, these performance objectives, right? Remember quality, speed, flexibility, sustainability, dependability, and cost. Okay, back here. In most practical situations, the process of determining the importance of these objectives. Which one has more importance? Which one is more important? Is it the flexibility or the speed or the sustainability or dependability or the cost or the quality? They are all important, we know that, but which one has more importance? This complete now. The process of determining the importance of performance objectives, as we said, is largely subjective. It depends on the situation. It depends on the managers that will actually identify the importance of these objectives, okay, rather than scientific, okay. So sometimes we may be what subjective in actually determining the importance because we use the human judgment, right, to know which one is more important. Okay, is it the price? At some country, maybe sustainability is the most important thing as an actual response to the requirement of the country. Maybe at other markets, okay, the cost is the most important thing because people there consider the price first. Maybe at other markets, maybe quality is the best, or the quality has the more importance, or is considered more important than others. Because the customer there, they look first for quality. Then they think about cost, then they consider the flexibility and the sustainability. So it depends on the market, right? So that's why, okay? Now we reach actually the marketing and operation. Any question before we complete? Almost we done, not we done, but almost I'm saying. Any question?
No, doctor.
Thank you, ya Muhammad.
صدر عزيز.
Thank you يا عبد العزيز. I'm sorry والله. Let's see how many students we have now. 34. Okay, good. Now, remember, guys, I told you at the beginning, do you need to take 2-minute break or continue? Do you need to take 2 or 3 minutes break or continue discussion? Nobody has answer. Okay, as you want. So let's continue.
I'd like for us to continue. I'd like for us to continue.
Okay, thank you. Muhammad?
Abdulaziz again.
Yeah, Abdulaziz. Okay, sorry, Abdulaziz. Okay, continue. So Abdulaziz doesn't want a break. No problem, as you want. So remember, I told you at the beginning of today's lecture that we have 4 important business functions. Remember, yalla. Who can remind me the answer? Yalla, at least, yeah. I need you I need to check that you are still remembering. What are the business functions? Who can answer it? I told you the 4 important business functions.
Operation management.
Thank you, ya Muhammad.
Marketing.
No. Stop. Don't answer.
Right.
Muhammad, 1 is enough.
Okay.
Okay. No problem. Who else? Basma said marketing. خلاص. Enough marketing. Who else? Muhammad said operation.
Human
Yes, please.
resources.
What's your name?
Finance.
What's your name? Who said? Some people actually fast, very fast. Okay. Okay, so Shayma said, okay, Ahlam, accounting, all right. Ibrahim said marketing, HR, finance, operation, 1 time. Abdul Aziz, yes, you're right. Thank you, guys. This actually very important function to remember. So we have this, we have said that we have marketing, we have accounting and finance, and we have HR, and finally, and yani the one we are discussing now, the operation. I told you before, there is a relationship, right, between, or a link between marketing and operation. It is actually, right, related. Remember the definition of marketing: to make customers satisfied, right? To make, yani, this is short answer. And operation, it's the whole process, right, to deliver the goods and services to eventually make customers happy also. So it is related, right? They said what? They said the relationship between marketing and operation function within many organizations can often be, oh my God, quite difficult. Why? So there is some conflict. This is not good, okay? Good companies can have what? Conflict? No. Have what? Integration? Okay. Coordination? Yup. Cooperation? Excellent.
Agreement.
Right? But okay, let's complete now. They said a commonly used term is siloed working. Oh my God. So each department or each, yeah, let's suppose it's a department, each department actually working, okay, according to their what? Agenda. Okay. This is the point of solid, okay? Siloed working, okay? Siloed working means each department, okay? Siloed working means each department working according to their agenda without, it's complete now, without having a consistent and actually a consistent cooperation between the marketing and the operation. So what we have? A problem in the communication. We have a problem because once you see silo, خلاص, silo means alone, okay? You are not actually communicating with other departments. you don't have some synergy. And remember all the time that the big companies, okay, and let's say not only the big successful companies need to have synergy, okay? And having synergy means you have a good communication between the departments in a way to achieve the company's vision and mission. But if each one has his own or her own agenda, okay, without a synergy, without a communication to have the synergy or to have a consistent efforts to achieve the goal, this is not good. So this is a problem, okay? This is a problem. Silo is a problem here. Silo means there is no what? Coordination. There is no coordination. What we need more coordination. Why? If we know the company's goals, okay? If marketing, if accounting, if operation, if HR understand the company goals, okay, they can together, right? Together again, not alone, together, understand what they need to do, and they will, inshallah, do what are supposed, right, to be done. So that's actually the point. Okay, which slide? I cannot see. Okay, this is done, right? So importance of strategic coordination. Again, I told you, right? I told you there is no what? Coordination, because there is no good communication. If I don't talk to you, how can I actually make it right? Now you have TMAs, right? And you are working in groups, right? So what you need, guys? You need siloed working or you need group working? You need what? More communication between actually more communication is needed between the members of the groups, right? In order to understand what things you need to do. And Muhammad do what? Yasser do what, right? Jafar do what? So then you can do actually the tasks, right? You can do the tasks. Okay. This done. Okay. They say yes, sometimes, as I said before, we have some conflict, right, between marketing and operation. And these actually reasons of the conflict, the cause of conflict between marketing and operation, these causes, okay? The difference in the way marketing managers and operation managers were evaluated and rewarded. But remember, if we have a good communication, okay, in this case, the operation manager and marketing manager, okay, may be evaluated consistently, right? But if each person has, or each department has specific agenda without any coordination, for sure, this is the result, that difference, okay? Okay. Inherent complexity with marketing managers relying on soft, qualitative, qualitative data for marketing activities, and operation managers using what? Hard. Why? Remember, operation, input, right? Process, output. This is the main goals, right? They have somewhat quantified data about the speed, right? About the quality, quantified data or quantitative data, right? Numbers. But marketing, it's not all about numbers. Sometimes it's about qualitative information, you know, about the activities that you do to improve, to enhance the reputation of the company, the brand recognition, you know, quality. So that's why there is also a difference between marketing and operation. Maybe according to the marketing agenda, you are doing well because you are going actually you're improving what? The brand recognition. But maybe according to the operation, maybe actually you are spending a lot of resources or a lot of time on this stage, for example. So yeah, that's why we have differences. For sure we have differences. Okay, but if we understand our differences, that's the question now. Okay, we are different, but can we understand our differences? Yes, we can. Can we have some actually integration to actually or consideration to have integrate the marketing and the operation goals? Yes, we can. So we cannot, in this case, we cannot have conflict, or we will not have a conflict between these important business functions, right? Yeah, cultural differences for sure, with marketing and operation managers having different tasks, orientation, and social concerns. Yeah, for sure, all the time, the culture can have influence on or can be considered actually as a way to have more conflict between marketing and operation. Yes. Once we talk about culture, we talk internal and external culture, remember that. They say we have also some complicating factors, okay, make things not right also. So some factors can make actually more conflict. Example, okay, the need to interface not only with each other, but other functions such as research and development and engineering. So do we need to have a coordination and communication between marketing and operation? Yes. Only these kind of communication we need? No. We need also the communication with other business function, with other departments, with whole company departments, again, to have synergy in order to achieve our goals consistently without a repetition. Okay? And such, you can read it, and they told you here to go check table 1, okay, page 118. Please, once you see that, please check it, okay? It's important to check actually the conflict. Importance of strategic coordination, that's what we need, right? The coordination, okay. Situation where marketing and operation strategies actually inadvertently diverge during product life cycle include. So we can say these actually factors can affect, right, where the marketing and operation strategies diverge, right, unintentionally, right, without actually a purpose action. Okay, so situation where marketing and operation can have what, or can diverge. Where the nature of competition changes. For sure. The competition in the market, okay? The competitors actually numbers. The competition action for sure will affect us, right? And can actually lead to some problem, right? What about customer needs and changes? What about the operation requirements change in each country? What about the marketing strategies? Okay, to enter a new market. Suppose you are a company and we need to enter Emirates market. So you need to consider what things you need to change in order to deal with this market entry, you know. Certain changes to market positioning require operation to adapt its strategy. You may use one market positioning, right? But in different maybe markets, what you need to consider, especially if there is some differences between the markets, especially once we talk about cultural differences or legal differences. So that's actually, these actually the situation examples about situations where marketing and operation strategies inadvertently diverge, okay, during the product life cycle. Okay. What else? Signs. This is the good thing now. Okay. Now we need to improve. We understand we have a problem. We understand that there is some conflict sometimes between the operation and marketing, and we understand the causes, and we understand the complicating factors that may contribute to have more conflict, right? Or the situations. Now we need to understand how to improve the coordination between marketing and operation. So how to improve? This means you will understand more, okay, the nature of each business function, right? And you will try to achieve your goals, okay? Which goals now? Marketing goals and what? Operation goals, without having any conflict, right? And you will actually evaluate it as a manager. You will be evaluated, right? And rewarded accordingly, right? Yes, that's one way. Traditional management of marketing channels is also beginning to be replaced. There's a change. By what? By holistic approach. Holistic approach means you will consider the marketing and also the operation. Okay? And the others. Operation, marketing, and the others. Okay, so what you will do also, you will make some priorities. Okay, which prioritize first speed, okay, then insight, access, and flexibility. So something already mentioned from before, right? Speed to increase responsiveness, right, and to reduce the cost of life cycle times. Okay. Insight to improve understanding of customers, target segment, and use best mix of media to reach them. Access to provide dynamic capability through continuous input facility, including, guys, what you can see here, you can see marketing, you can see what? Operation, right? Together. You see, that's why it's holistic approach. Holistic approach. The holistic approach means it will consider marketing and operation and the others that affect them. Okay, that's why holistic is good if you are able to have a holistic approach, because it's not easy, to be honest with you. You know, sometimes this is a good way to do or to have the coordination, but if you haven't managed this approach well, you may have problems, to be honest with you. So you need to be careful. So that's it. I think you can read. This is last slide. The activities of demand creation and demand fulfillment. There is a difference. Yes. Here, actually, you are creating the demand. You make some promotion to show customers that we have a product, and this product will solve your problem with a good price, with a good taste, with a good features, whatever. Here, you need to give the product, right? That you promise. So demand should complete. The activities of demand creation and demand fulfillment should be brought closer together. If you think about how to have the demand and how to fulfill the demand effectively and efficiently, generally you will have a good success. Here they told you to actually check one figure actually in page 120. So please check the figures they told you about. Okay, remember that. So this framework, they talk about the framework actually in figure in page 120. So please read it and check it. And if you have any question, you can ask me about it. Okay, guys, do you have any question? They told you about to read also IKEA examples. So please read it, okay? Once they say read, go and read. Check the case. Any question, guys? Hello, guys. Any question?
No, thank you.
Okay, thank you to you. So we have 33 students today. Okay, let me write this one. 30.